Hey guys, this is Sty Force Games, and okay, I'm here to talk about something I don't really, usually talk about, and that's the fact that it has to do with Death Battle, and nothing to do with my reaction. So if you're worried about that, which I doubt you are, don't worry, nothing's going on with that. I just want to take this bit of time to discuss, Death Battle in general, and with that is something that I feel like it just needs to get out there. So, Death Battle has gotten a lot of hate over the years, and it's really no surprise like it would get hate because it's Death Battle. I mean, it pits two characters from different universes and puts them together and has them fight, and that is something that, well, that's also an interesting concept, but it's not going to please everybody if the end result is not what they wanted. AKA, if their favorite character doesn't win, they immediately start hating Death Battle, and that I mean, and I will admit there have been a few Death Battles that I was sad that my favorite character did not win, but I'd moved past that, except for one Death Battle, but that's another topic for another time. I mean, seriously, like especially but it really hit popularity and immediate hatred when Goku vs. Superman came out, and that really needs no explanation as to why. And that's when really they started getting hate that they really didn't deserve. And that's the thing you gotta realize about Death Battle. No matter how popular it is, no matter how much research they do, no matter how many people like Chris Sabat and all that, no matter how many people pay attention to it and really how much support it gets, it's still fan-made. That's the thing most people don't realize. Death Battle is a fan-made show, made for fans, from fans. And, well, and why it gets so much hate really bothers me. Like, oh my gosh, just suck it up and move on. And yet people still hate it, and it seemingly continues to get worse the more it goes. And how Screw Attack has put up with that, I will never know. Like, I haven't received a lot of hate, because mainly my channel is small, and I've only seen one hate comment or two, but I've only received once or twice. But yeah, that's really all I've got. But even still, it kind of hurts when I see someone hate on me, for no good reason. And well, that's fair and good because one, I'm personally not a very good channel. I mean, I'll admit that I'm not the best, but I'm far from the best, far. But even then, if it's just a small some untrue comment, just them hating on me, I can get over it. I mean, it's just, it still hurts, but I mean, it's nothing I can't get over, and I can just simply point out, hey, that's untrue. You are getting no evidence to support otherwise, and and then again, that comes a lot from the hate that Death Battle gets. But even still, they get a lot of hate. How they have put up with so much crap over the years, I will never know. They have gotten hate comments and death threats, and yet they still have not canceled the show. They have not done anything to hinder their progress. And that is something I find really admirable. And that's just awesome to me. No matter how much hate they get, no matter how much flames they're gonna get shot in their face, nobody, they're not gonna stop. That's just something that's awesome to me. And well, like I said, there's not really much to talk about. Okay, let's talk about people have called them biased. That's simply not true. If they were biased, a lot of battles would not have ended the way they did. Remember, in the first episodes of Death Battle, Ben, who was the voice of Wiz, did all the animation. He did the sprite animation, and his favorite Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle was Donatello. He had to animate Donatello getting stabbed repeatedly by Raphael. if that's not dedication, I don't know what is. And Chad James, who voices Boomstick, like he has expressed that he wished Chun-Li would have won against Mai Shiranui in that death battle. And let's not forget the one of their first death battles, Hagar versus Zangief. Boomstick showed real sadness when Hagar died, and that's something they really but like I said before, they do a crap ton of research for this, and that's one of the things that's another thing, like people hate on them for being biased, and I'm just going, guys, they're just researchers. They're not just fans. They research this stuff. It's not. Think back. Link versus Cloud. That was the closest death battle they've ever done until Hulk versus Doomsday came along. That's how close it was. Link, Cloud was originally going to win. In fact, I believe Ben Singer was driving home when he received... I don't know, don't quote me on this, but I believe he was driving home when Chad called him and said, hey, it turns out Link can do this, blah, blah, blah. Man, and what do you know, Link won. It was the closest duel in death battle history, as they said, until Hulk versus Doomsday. And then, well, yeah. But then, you get to Superman versus Goku, which I personally cannot argue with. I've heard evidence. I've heard people say, it's unfair, they're Superman fanboys. No, they're not. They are anything but Superman fanboys. And I believe they may have expressed the fact that while they do like Superman, they like Goku more. But don't quote me on that. I just think I think I remember them saying that at some point, but I don't know. Like they said, Goku's a great character. Just because they're the better character doesn't mean they're gonna win a death battle, and there's that. And like I said, there's only one death battle I've really had an issue with, but like I said, that's a topic for another day. And let's see, and that's something the Death Battle podcast, if you know who they are, they've constantly said that if you got death threats, they're not gonna come true on that. The first thing they do when if they ever go up to Ben or Chad, they're gonna kiss their butts. They're just gonna go, oh man, I love the show. They're not gonna come true on any of the threats they made. They're just gonna say, oh man, I love the show, and that brings up this fact. You don't want to see Death Battle go. That's the thing. No matter how much hate you give the show, no matter how much death threats you send to them, no matter how much flames you send their way, you don't want it to go. You don't want Death Battle to end. That's something that really hits me. How can a show be so hated, yet nobody wants it to end? That just really, it's really ironic to me. And well, I'm just here coming into the defense of Death Battle, just trying to point out all these things fans have said, and death, the whole death threats, hate comments, and all that, and how they have lived through that and not quit the show or anything is beyond me. I don't think I could handle it. I couldn't handle that much pressure and all that fan hate, and this coming from a fanboy myself. But yeah, and I'm just here to say, I'm probably not even going to be heard all that much, but I just want to say, Death Battle is made by fans, for fans, and mainly made to entertain. And if you don't like it, then why are you watching the show? If you don't like watch the show, why are you here? And why not watch something like Cartoon Fight Club, which I don't personally like, but that's why I don't watch it. and there's just multiple things out there. Death Battle just happens to be the most funded, for lack of better words. But yeah, that's really all I can say. Death Battle is a very popular show. It gets way more hate than it should, and like, give Ben and Chad a break, guys. I mean, they receive hate more than they should, like I said, and just give them a break. They're doing the best they can, and if they get like negative comments like that, it's not going to fuel any desires. Like, I don't know how they've done it, and that's all I gotta say. Till next time, guys. See ya.